Okay, it's time for me to, well, do some true confessions. I suffer from social anxiety. Not as much as I used to, but it still happens. Sound familiar? Some of you guys that are listening to like, oh yeah, Rick, I totally get this. It is not the easiest thing to contend with because it just makes it hard to go out sometimes. I used to feel this way a lot in gay circles. Like if I went in a gay bar, I was just like, oh, that's social anxiety. Now, if I was with some people, it wasn't as bad, but even then it was still bad. So how do you overcome social anxiety? Even at 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, I am 61 and it still hits. And when it hits, it's not easy. So here's 3 ways I've learned to overcome my social anxiety. Numero uno, you're not alone. You have to realize you are not alone. In fact, if you were to poll people in a room of who feels a little bit socially anxious or awkward in a social setting, and if you ask them to be absolutely 100% totally honest, I think you're going to find a huge majority of people feel that way. So you're not alone. Lots of other people feel that same way. Numero 2. What's the story you've created around that? Maybe you're actually not as socially anxious as you think you are, but you let that become your default, and there you are. Most of that is a story that's been created because of something that's happened in the past or something that somebody else has said, and now you've adopted it as your story. And number 3 is to ask yourself, how true is that? Am I really that, or is this just something I'm used to doing? And so I show up this way, and what would be different if I didn't act that way? So that was kind of a couple of things in one, but how true is it? And I'll answer it truthfully. How true is it that I am socially awkward, socially anxious? It could be a resounding yes, but then what would happen if I wasn't allowing that to be there? Those are the questions I'm inviting you to answer and see what you come up with. And if you need some help along these lines, hey, let's have a conversation. Go to my website, rickclemons.com, CLEMONS.com, and let's schedule a little, introductory chat. Let's just see what can happen. Like, let's make your next move. That's what they're called, your next move strategy sessions. Love to hear from you. Have a good day.